Namaste friends. Today we are going to talk about the four things or the four mistakes that the middle class generally do and wasting their money. See friends, generally people make money or earn money to fulfill their needs and live a happy life. But in this fast moving world, we are knowingly or unknowingly making some mistakes that are impacting our life. And today we will discuss few of those mistakes. First of all, the biggest mistake the middle class makes is buying more than they need or buying things more than they want. If you see, people buy things which they don't need with the money which they don't have, and for those who don't care, this is the situation we are living in. And if you see, why do we buy things which are not needed or which are unnecessary? The reasons are social pressure and status symbol. You see, many purchases are made to look successful to your neighbors or your relatives. That is the point. It may be buying iPhone, it may be buying a ultra luxury car. These are all things which we do to prove our status in the society. And the second point is, the second reason because of which we buy things is marketing and consumerism. The companies advertise their products in such a way that that's the last product you are going to get, and if you don't buy it now, you will not be able to buy it at any point of time in your life. That is the way they are marketing, and they are giving extensive offers and discounts which are very tempting. And there is one more reason why we buy things which we don't need is lack of financial awareness. Instead of investing and saving the money, we often tend to spend the money in short-term temptations or short-term gratifications. So these are the things because of which we buy the stuff which we don't want. And the second mistake that middle class people make is education, the higher education for their kids. Generally, the middle class aspire to educate their children as much as possible. The best of the best education is what they wanted to give to their children. But what they don't know is, despite spending lakhs of rupees in their education, the children don't have basic financial awareness, the basic financial knowledge. And the colleges which take lakhs of rupees for your kids' future, they don't even teach a single alphabet of financial awareness. So where is the point? Where is the point of giving lakhs of rupees to these institutes? And the degree or the education doesn't guarantee the success. It's all the knowledge it's all the knowledge which the child is consuming. It's on the child, it's not on the institute. Even the government students, where they have studied in the government institutes, even they are doing far better in their lives as compared to the private colleges. So yes, I agree that the government institutes offer way less financial burden on parents, but it's not for everybody. Everyone cannot be joined in the IIT. So we go for other fancy named colleges. And the most important thing is the time. The college is taking the prime time of your child's life, and you are paying for it. You are paying your hard-earned money for your child's time to be spoiled. Instead, invest on him. Instead, learn what are his thoughts, what is that he want to do, and invest on that. Let him learn what he want to learn. So hope you don't spend too much on this education. And the third mistake that middle class makes is marriage. You see, generally the middle class aspire to do the best possible way for their child to get married. The best of the best, they want to offer the best of the best. Even they end up spending all their savings and take loan for a single day, for a single event. Yes, I agree that marriage is a very important event in our lives, but it can be done in a simple way too. You see, in the COVID times, we saw lots of couple getting married and they are good now. And few marriages where lakhs and lakhs of rupees are spent on these marriage functions, they don't last. I don't talk about everybody, but there are few. So spending too much money on marriage doesn't guarantee your success, a successful marriage. So why spending so much money? Is it because of show off? Is it because of the societal pressure? Why do we spend so much money on marriages? You see, middle class generally tend to show off that I am not less than anybody else, but they aspire and they see the rich conducting their marriages. But the fact is, the rich people only spends 1% of their total income, whereas the middle class man spends or ends up the entire saving of his lifetime, and he may even take loans for it. So where is the point? You cannot guarantee a successful marriage if you spend too much. You see the kind of money that is involved in these marriages. First of all, photo shoots. If you take, for instance, if you take photo shoot, you will be amazed that lakhs and lakhs of rupees are spent on just photography. Instead, you can spend that money on your life. Instead, you can invest that money so that your life can be prosperous. But we are doing it the other way. So it's better not to spend too much on money and try to do a marriage with full of rituals and tradition, but avoid spending unnecessarily on too many things, and don't fall for the praises of your relatives or the neighbors. It's your life. End of the day, if your marriage is successful, you will be great. If your marriage fails, literally no one will come to help you. So wisely and think before you spend too much on these things. And finally, the fourth mistake that a middle class person makes is assets. Here, acquiring and not acquiring an asset, here both of these are a major concern, because you see, there are two kind of peoples where they're too much obsessed with acquiring assets, and there are people who don't want it. So what's the difference? You see, the person who invests too much on multiple assets which doesn't give him enough returns, that's a very fault. Other case, some people don't own assets. If you don't own an asset, how will you increase your income? So the catch is being in between both of these characters. Like, you got to purchase one plot, one house, and in fact, if you are left with some extra money, it's better to build a house rather than purchasing another plot, because this house you can rent it out and earn on a monthly basis, but the plot you cannot earn money on a monthly basis, but the chances are the prices may go up. But the safe side is build a house and rent it out, wherein you can get the income regularly. Hope you liked this video, and if at all you liked it, please do like, share and subscribe this channel. And to tell you, if at all you are interested in other languages, like we have Hindi, Telugu and Odia, so if you are one of them, please do watch my videos on those channels too. Thank you.